So I'm glad you're here. There are not so many people tonight, but maybe people are off the races, so we don't get so many people. I was thinking, how should I teach the meditation today? And I was just thinking, my teacher Ajahn Brahm is always talking about kindness. Kindness is really the fastest way. There is no other way of meditation. There is no technique to this, because your mind is different than my mind. Your mind will be different in 5 minutes when it is now. Your mind will be what's different what it was half an hour ago. The mind is always moving. On Saturday I did the all-day meditation, and part of the meditation, I've never done that before. Part of that, the topic was determination. I've never done that before, so I thought I do that. Ajahn Nisarno did it months before that, so I just said, oh well, I just do the same thing, see what happens. I never done really anything determination because it's a really not a difficult subject, but it's really tricky subject, because in Buddhism we cannot really make strong determinations. It's hard to say, I will definitely do this, I will meditate 1 hour per day, it's almost like you say, I want to stop my addiction. Easier said than done. It's easier to, just to have that idea that I will do this. Who's doing this determination anyways? In Buddhism there is no idea of self. It all comes from conditions. So the best thing you can do is get yourself in the right place. If you want to continue meditating, come here every Monday to teach, to listen to the teachings. That's the best way for you to keep in track. If you cannot come here, listen online on YouTube, or we have that Discord now. The only determination I can really recommend, or determination, or almost like a wish to your own mind, is you set your mind in a course that before you start meditating, give yourself like a prompt, like we're doing ChatGPT these days, prompting. Prompt your mind. When my mind is ready, when it starts coming down, the breath will come to me. Don't go looking that breath too much. You're actively doing too many things. Meditation is not doing about anything. We're just letting go, letting go, letting go, letting go. Be like there's an interesting word which analia, which is in Pali, and it means it comes from the word Himalaya, and Hima it means snow, and so it means the places where the snow will stick. But the opposite of that is something which doesn't stick. Just have an attitude of a mind which nothing sticks. Don't linger on it. Don't make stories about. Don't fight. Don't actively do anything. Don't go looking for the breath. You are doing too much. Meditation should be just letting go. Kindness, being at ease, gentleness. It's almost like you're taking care of yourself. You are doing something kind to yourself. Have that kind of attitude. What's the kindest thing you can do? Not to fight. Don't be fighting with your own mind. You're going to lose that fight because you're smarter than yourself. The best holiday what you can have is a holiday from your own mind. That storyline you're telling all the time in your own head. Not the holiday in Bali, which a lot of people these days do. Not the holiday of the races tomorrow. No, the holiday is really taking a break from yourself. I don't know about you, but I'm telling you, my mind is not very interesting. And that's my mind. I've been looking at it for a long time, it's just same old storylines. Same, can I say that? Shit. All the time. It's the people around me, my family, the work I do, the same stuff, same kind of stories. I'm building dream castles. I'm building something. I'm doing something. So have an attitude, just develop into this practice of it will come to your mind because you're just habitually doing that for a long time. You are worried about your family. You are worried about your work. You're worried about something, concerned. You're angry about something. You have lust towards something. It will come to you. These are just normal human conditions. We have biological bodies. You have a certain things. You have perhaps addiction, whatever it is, even the strongest things you can have, which are usually the body, the craving of the body. So they will come to you. Your job is have the mind of like Teflon. Don't start fighting it. Don't start pushing it away. Don't hold on to that. It comes. Try to have, and this is actually the prompting I'm now putting into your mind. It will happen. First, you listen to my guided meditation. We started in soon. You start listening, going well, perhaps because you can hear my talking. Hopefully it goes well. You don't get too much discursive thoughts. But then we go into the silence. The normal habit starts kicking in. You're going into that normal way of thinking. Hopefully not, but most likely will happen. Just have attitude, none of my business. It will come. Let it fade away as much as possible. As much as possible. Have attitude of kindness. Kindness towards yourself. Don't believe in those stories. And then, remember the prompt. When the mind is ready, the breath will come to me. You don't own the breath. There is a breath, and it will appear into your mind. When I'm ready, the breath will come to me. Don't worry about it. Sometimes if you have previous conditioning for meditation, you go looking for the breath, go looking for the breath, go looking for the breath. You're holding too much. You're doing too much. If it happens, let it happen. It doesn't matter. You just have that conditioning. And it's not bad. It's not good. It's just conditioning. But try to have attitude of just sitting there, seeing what happens, and the breath will come to you. If it doesn't, don't worry about it. Today, our job is to see if we can see not for breath for half an hour, not for 15 minutes, not for 10 minutes. Let's see if you can see one breath. 3 might be too much today. You will lose it. Let's see if you can have one breath, 1 point. We can try to do that. Let's not have the bar too high. You might get to the fourth jhana, maybe even the immaterial attainments. You might get enlightened tonight. But let's start from the beginning. One breath you will see tonight. I hope so. If it doesn't happen, don't worry about it. Come again. Very good. So, please take a comfortable seat. Or lie down, or if you need to stand up again, that's fine as well. Langdon can turn down the lights, even the back ones. Do they dim or no? Yes. That's great. That's fine. So for a little while, we have nothing to do, nowhere to go. We are walking towards the holiday. Do you remember that time when the school year ended and you were like 7 or 8 or something like that? And you have a summer holiday in front of you. Remember that feeling of freedom? You're walking towards home. And for a long, long, long time, because those days the summer holidays lasted longer, you had nothing to do. Remember that feeling? The feeling of freedom. For a little while, I don't have to do anything. I'm free from all responsibilities. You are just lounging on your chair. No need to be rigid. No need to be doing anything special. We're just sitting. There's nothing special about sitting. We're just relaxing. Now just start feeling your body. From the waist down, you feel the whole body relaxing, being soft and kind towards that lower part of your body. Both of your feet are kept you up all day, taking you places. Now just let them relax. Same with your stomach. Allow yourself to have a big tummy. Yeah, can you see the wind, the breath going into your stomach? And every breath you take, your stomach gets more at ease. Just let any kind of tension go from your body. By breathing in softness and kindness, and breathing out, letting go. Same with your back. Make sure your back is nice and soft, and be gentle with your back. Even the tiniest muscles, make sure you relax. Relax. Relax your back. And same with your shoulders. Your right shoulder is quite tense, perhaps from the day, and you didn't even notice that you were holding up your shoulders all day. So make sure your right shoulder is pulled down by the weight of the gravity. And same with your left shoulder. Both of your shoulders relax. And same with your neck. You've been holding up that heavy head all day. Your neck have kept your heavy head up all day, and it's definitely too heavy. So make sure your shoulders and your neck, behind your back of your head is nice and soft. Give kindness and mental massage to your shoulders and your neck. Both of your hands are resting softly on your lap or on your thighs or on the chair. Make sure your hands are nice and soft, and both of your all the fingers on your hands are nice and not squeezed. And you start feeling like you're sitting in the water, which keeps your body erect by itself. You're not doing anything, but your body is just keeping itself afloat, erect. Think of yourself sitting in a nice, beautiful, warm water, where the body is just holding itself up. We are sitting with others, but we are feeling like we are sitting in our own bubble, in our own space. There might be people around us, but they are all kind people. They're doing their own things. Their body have to move once in a while. But they are our friends. Just let them go. You are in your own bubble, sitting there. The body just finds its own posture. However your body wants to sit, let it relax. Relax. Scan your face for any kind of lingering things about worry, sorrow, anger, your facial muscles are actually giving away what's in your mind. Can you feel the muscles on your face? Just relax all the muscles on your face. Be kind towards your muscles on your face. The longer you sit in this space, the body just keeps fading away and relaxing more and more. Even if it feels quite relaxed now, give it more time. Gently go again from the bottom of your feet. Feel if there's any tension again below your waist, in your legs. In your pelvis, your stomach and your back. And on your shoulders, you can still relax your shoulders a bit more. Relax. The softer your body gets, the mind starts following. Just enjoy sitting there. Just remember, there's nothing you have to do. We are coming close to the end of the meditation. See if you've been waiting in the moment. Can you see your breath? Because you haven't done anything. The breath is there. Watch it carefully. One more time. Bring your attention to the breath one more time. Now bring your attention to your body. Does your body feel a bit more relaxed than it was when you arrived here? Can you feel your body is a bit more healthy when you allow it to fade away? You didn't push it. Can you see your mind is slightly more healthy, at ease, than it was when you started? Can you see how nice it is to have a quiet mind? Even if there is some discussion, but it is less. And now I will ring the bell 3 times, and it's time to come back this world where we make up stories. Very good. Okay, if you need to go, you can go. Now it's time. The meditation has ended. If you have any questions, I'm happy to take questions. I hope you had at least some decent, quiet time. It seemed to be, at least in my mind, that I was able to just wait in that moment, and the waiting in the moment is what happens in the meditation most of the time, and then the breath appears from there when the mind has quieted down a little bit. Otherwise it becomes this fishing game when you go and try to find the breath and it disappears. But if you can wait in the moment, not in the future, Ajahn Brahm always says, it's interesting. It's almost like this readiness potential there. When you've been able to wait, nothing happens, everything is very muddled, nothing happens, but don't get involved. And something the peacefulness starts to grow, and then the mind starts building up energy. And from that energy you start waking up. That's kind of deep, or not so deep actually, it's sort of like muddled state starts disappearing. And from there your mind has energy again. And from there the breath might appear for a while. And you can clearly see the breath. It's not just this kind of fuzzy thing. Sometimes the mind goes into the breath and it's a bit of a fuzzy, and you see it here and there. You perhaps just see the out breaths, or you see the in breath, but you don't really see the breath from the beginning to the end when it's coming in and out. You don't see it clearly, because your mind is not ready. It's too tired. It's too muddled. You're in this kind of dark, weird place. Your mind doesn't have the energy yet. But when you allow it to rest, nothing to do with me, just things coming, your body moves, you go along, don't make up stories too much about it. You're in this kind of space, and then the energy builds up. And when the movement starts grabbing into that, the breath, when everything else just sort of disappeared, you didn't pay attention, you didn't start making stories, you didn't grab into, hold on those thoughts too tightly. You were able to just let it go. Something's moving. What's moving? Breath is moving. And your mind always goes to something which is moving. Usually it goes into those storylines. It usually goes into it starts to get quiet and we go and look for the thought. Then we hold on to the thought, we make things out of it. The more and more you're able to not pay attention to those too much. Sometimes you grab it, hold it. You have enough wisdom just to, nothing to do with me, none of my business, and it fades away. If you are able to wait in that moment, the energy starts building up. There is energy in the mind. And when that breath comes, then it's not muddled. You don't just see this kind of maybe this kind of coarse aspect of the breath. You see the subtle differences. You see the subtle things of the long breath going out and stopping. You see it coming in and stopping. You see every minute little detail. Whether it's short breath or long breath, what kind of breath. All of those things are very, very, you see them very carefully. Not just like muddled sort of breath which you don't really know what it is. So wait in the moment. Don't do anything. It will happen. Very good. So, any questions, comments? Yes. You want to take the microphone so that is it okay? Because then the people online can hear. Otherwise, they just listen silence. Yeah.
Evening, I found that since you said not to concentrate on the breath tonight, I actually found tonight I was extremely relaxed, which I've never been before.
Yeah.
Is that would you say that's actually a good feeling to have, to be just in that extreme relaxed state while you're doing the meditation?
Yes, it's definitely way better. We're doing too much. We're always doing too much. That's the weird thing. It's so hard not to do things, and if you how can you say meditation is technique? What kind of technique is this? You're relaxed and you're probably tired from the day and this and that. You didn't have clarity there yet the relaxation happened. You cannot force yourself to relax. And the same way you cannot really force anything in your mind. You think you are. I don't believe in any kind of free will, and it's against any kind of Buddhist idea to think there's a free will, but that is so pleasant just to relax. Yeah, that's good. And I've noticed it myself. Sometimes I like there's this tinge, what should I say when I start teaching? Just go back to the relaxation. And it's just really, it feels like you're in this present moment. It feels like your present moment. And then from that present moment, the breath will appear. The energy starts growing. So perhaps today, that's great. That's as good as anything. And you were able to wait in the present moment. You actually saw present moment. You didn't maybe saw one breath. It didn't come to you. But at least you know what present moment is and what kind of pleasant place it is. Yeah, to a degree. Very good. No worries. Okay, so at least somebody didn't see it one breath. I'm not sure I did see myself. I think my mind was a bit too muddled. Was there in the back? Langdon, you wanna take the microphone to the back? Did you want to say something?
No, I was just saying hi to Langdon.
Oh, you're saying hi to Langdon. Hello, Langdon. Was there anything online?
No questions online, Ajahn.
Everybody's spaced out.
Someone wrote, it helped to not go looking for the breath.
Pelt? What did some wrote in? What? In Pelt?
Someone wrote, it helped
he helped.
not go
I heard
looking for
Pelt.
the breath.
Okay, good. Yes, good, great. I felt the same. It was for me as well. The mind, it went a little bit, and it's like there was this kind of like, the mind went a little bit, but it was just too muddled. It wasn't clear breath at all. It wasn't. I did not see the breath very minutely. I was in this kind of muddled state, like dark space, where like when you go to a dark room, you don't really see clearly, or you forget to put your glasses on. You just like see this muddled. That's how my mind saw the breath for a while, but rest of it there was nothing. But it felt like I was in this, like he was saying, present moment, and relaxation. At least I felt like I was there. So I didn't get too worried about it, because I know if I wait in that space, the energy will start growing up. So learn to recognize those states. Those are very important. Don't do too much. Good. Yes, going. Okay, that's right. Thanks it was nice that everybody came. I hope I see you again, and have a good night.